My favorite part about Duke has been the faculty and students. The people here have just been excellent. Everyone's helpful, everyone works in teams. It's not a competitive nature. Even people who are competitive realize that we're all kind of here together and that working in groups and teams is really an advantage for everybody.
You have more interaction with your professors. We really do have access to the professors whenever you'd want to, which is just, it's a wonderful addition to your education.
The best part of the program, I would say, is the interaction that you get with students and faculty, because the core classes teach you the skills that you need, and then the interaction with other students, the way you do your work together and you learn how to work in teams, and what you get from your professors is really valuable.
I think that's one thing that the Stanford program has that other programs don't. Like, other programs have huge, massive numbers of students that go in there, and I'm just like, well, so does your director of graduate studies know your name? And do they know where you're from? And do they know what you're interested in? And, have you ever been in their office? Things like that.
Smaller classes have been a huge help. I think the reason being that you have more interaction with your professors. And I went undergraduate to Yale, where Yale's very much geared towards the undergraduates, and so you had that access undergrad. I feel like at Duke, it's geared towards the graduate students here at the Stanford Institute. We really do have access to the professors whenever you'd want to.
I really like that it's a small class size, and that my class, I'm able to know each of them personally. I feel like we can build on each other's strengths and network with each other. I know people who have worked in Latin America now, and if I ever decide I would really like to go work in Latin America, I can call one of them up.
I have taken classes in other departments here at Duke, and that is part of Duke's focus on interdisciplinarity, the fact that they make it so easy to take classes in other departments. For me personally, I've taken 3 classes in the law school. I've taken a class in the business school and several classes in the economics department. And that training has really made me much more marketable now that I'm looking for jobs, because in addition to the public policy training we get here, I have these aspects of my training that I've gotten from, say, econometrics, or more detailed economics classes, or a specific law class that teaches you about antitrust or monopoly regulation.
I can take classes at the business school if I feel like I want to run an organization or know about financing. I can go to the Nicholas School and do environmental classes, or the public health school at UNC nearby. So I feel like Duke lets me be a jack of all trades.
I was so glad to come to know that Fuqua here, which is like right across my school, policy school, business school at Duke, they have a center of advancement in social entrepreneurship, and they had all the courses which I always wanted to take, like sort of like supplement my policy program here at Duke.
I spent my summer internship at the World Trade Organization in Geneva, and while there I did research for the Economics Research and Statistics Division at the WTO, and that was published, and now I'm using that internship as a source for a master's project, and so it's been a very productive experience for me that has continued to pay off.
I decided to run for the internship fund this year, and that's a group that raises funds for internships, and mostly internships in public policy are not paid, especially if you work with NGOs, or paid very little with governments. So our efforts just go, we put up different events so that at the end of the year, all students can apply for some funding for their internships.
The $5,000 that the Stanford Internship Fund gave me allowed me to work overseas and then to become an advocate for that population. So that in effect the Internship Fund exponentially benefited several people besides myself.
I have traveled extensively. I was in the Peace Corps in West Africa, and I have really done a lot of things in my life, and this summer's internship was by far one of the most amazing experiences that I've ever had, and just so far exceeded my expectations.
The career services at the Stanford Institute is very helpful, especially with Donna. She is very helpful and active in finding internships and jobs for students, especially for international students like me. And through her referrals and recommendations, I knew more about my internship at the Center for Trial and Family Policy. And also, she helped me a lot in finding, places to go after my graduate at Duke. So the career services are great people.
The staff's great. The staff is just, it's one of the huge advantages is that if you come in here and you're interested in something, they'll let you pursue it. And if you have a passion, then they'll encourage that. And the faculty, the administration, everyone has been giving the resources that I know I've needed myself in whatever I've wanted to pursue.
The career services has been outstanding. They're always there for us, and they always stress the fact that they enjoy what they're doing for us and that they really want to help us find a job and are insistent that they will help us find a job no matter what. They have gone out of their way to keep their doors open, and it's really been a big help in the internship search.
After I first emailed the staff here and tried to find out if I could apply, I was actually late, 2 months too late to even be accepted. And the staff personally dealt with me. The director of admissions personally sent me an email and said, okay, give me your information, let's see if we can get you in last minute. And I was very impressed by the personal attention that they were willing to give to me. And the other institutions I applied to definitely didn't offer the same degree of responsiveness.